The storms that pushed across North Texas brought an awful lot of rain in a very short amount of time. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Brandon Todd is first on Fox 4 tonight. He's in Saginaw, where high water forced crews to close several lanes of traffic. About 5 inches there, Brandon, in a short amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to show you some of that video here. Right back behind me, whether you can see or not, Blue Mound Road is open again. Off to the side here, you can kind of see where that water has receded. The water that you see off to the right there was up as high as the roadway and was spilling up over the roadway as cars were trying to make their way past here. You know, you talk to some residents around here, they say, well, it floods every once in a great while if we have a quick, heavy rainstorm. Well, that's exactly what they saw today. From Sky 4, you can see what happened when more than 4 inches of rain fell in only 2 hours. This is Blue Mound Road at Bailey-Boswell along the Fort Worth-Saginaw border. Cars were slowly driving through water as it spilled over the roadway. Police and fire from Fort Worth shut down the intersection briefly, and when it did open, only one lane was getting through. Fox 4 storm chaser Nick Busby shot this video of traffic as it moved through high water. And this, 2 kids making the best of high water, hoping some carp would come their way. This is Fossil Creek Tree Farm. The runoff that was stopping traffic also flooded most of this property. From Sky 4, you can see just how much water covered his business. You're smiling.
It's good. We saturate the ground. We need it. We've been in this drought, so I'll take what we can get.
But not everyone was pleased. North Saginaw Boulevard was shut down due to high water. This picture, tweeted by Fort Worth Police Department, shows how bad it got. The rising water left several drivers stranded. One woman had to be rescued.
I guess we'll just see what happens.
Debbie Wetzel and her family decided to sit and wait. They're from Bowie, but the road they would take to get home was blocked off.
Pretty frustrating. The kids are getting restless. So we're ready to go home.
Yeah, indeed they were, and you saw that video there where the cars were moving very slowly. At some point around 7:30 tonight, we noticed that there was no traffic here on Blue Mound Road. We were told that there was an accident even further up north on this road. Police shut the entire highway down, and about 8 o'clock or so is when they finally opened it up to traffic. Steve.
All right, Brandon, great picture behind you, sunset. It looks all calm there now. But you weren't just in Saginaw. You moved all across Tarrant County, chasing storms, talked to a lot of people. What were the general stories you were hearing, frustrations and that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, you can imagine with all these roads closed down here, there aren't a whole lot of ways to get around up here except for the main roads. And there were a lot of people that were extremely upset, especially at these roadblocks, as the cars were stopping and asking officers, can't we go down there? They're saying, no, you have to go around. But I live down there, they're yelling. And no, you have to go around. And you have to go to 287. And then one guy yelled out his window, but that one's closed too. And he speeds off. I mean, people were really, really upset today at these roadblocks and that they really couldn't get around up here. And, you know, motorists weren't the only one. We got pictures from viewers that they sent in of roads that were flooded out in neighborhoods. Some of the water that was standing on the side of 287, their Main Street through Saginaw, as well as other roads that had water on them. Water in some cases were coming up to some businesses. One we saw as we drove by had its front door wide open with the water right up to the door. So just again, we saw this yesterday and again today. People are just getting a little frustrated with all of the rising water, Steve.
Yeah, and I think for some reason yesterday and today these storms hit in places where they don't usually see flooding. And so people are saying, I've been here 25 years, I've never seen this. What's going on? It's been an interesting couple of days. Brandon, thanks. Live reporting from Saginaw. Thanks.